Matt, explain to everyone why we meet again.
Recently my godfather died,
Yeah.
and I had to go around to his house and, sort through his stuff. He was famously, amongst his friends, completely uninterested in music. He would quite happily tell you he was tone deaf, couldn't sing a note, had no interest in anything at all. Like that, we went round to his house, we started clearing out his stuff, obviously loads of clothes and all those sorts of things. But personal effects, absolutely nothing music related. No records, no CDs, no tapes, absolutely nothing like that, until we opened one of the drawers in his living room, and tucked away at the bottom behind a couple of DVDs was this little box with an old, I don't know, maybe 1960s magnetic tape recording in it. And the label on the front saying, interview George Harrison.
Now, this to me, and it's heart-stopping. I'm going through, if I'm going through my nan's stuff, and then I said, what's this at the back of the drawer here? And old Grandad Tom, who died in 1952, so it's unlikely, but it says on interview George Harrison. You don't know where it came from, why he had it, but you had it there, yeah?
Yeah, not a clue. It's totally out of character for him to have something like that.
Well, I've got the thing you sent us a few weeks ago, a press conference. George Harrison, broadcast for, and you said, I've got no way of playing it, and I said, let us have it, and we'll put it, and we'll lace it up for you and go and give it a go, yeah?
Yeah. Now,
we've got a tape reel-to-reel in the studio, and instructions here how I can play it. Now, hearing how this morning's show going, I think we've got more chance of George himself walking in and doing it, but we're going to give this a go. This is the first time it's been heard.
This is so exciting.
Very good of you to say that.
It is.
And this is, and then we do Tom and we've got Rachel coming and Sam. But this is it. This is the. You've not heard it. Have you heard it, Matt?
No, not at all. I had no way of playing it.
Here we go. Fingers crossed, everybody. I'm going in, and this is a reel-to-reel tape found inexplicably amongst effects after the fellow died, and this is it.
Next on The Voice of America, Press Conference USA. The weekly broadcast in which members of the International Press Corps interview a prominent figure in public life. Today's Press Conference USA comes to you by recording from the Washington offices of the American Federation of Labor and Congress of Industrial Organizations.
Got to say, so far, Mark Lewis and the Beatles biographer are probably saying, okay, we might have lost this, but nevertheless, apparently George Harrison turns up on this in a minute. Okay.
Now, to introduce this week's guest and the panel of newsmen who will question him, here is your moderator, Richard Driscoll.
Welcome to Press Conference.
Oh, not somebody else. This is Al Capone's vault all over again. Matt, let me look at the bona fides here. Press conference, George Harrison.
We're getting there.
This has never been heard before on
USA. 1959 is expected to be an active one in the labor management field.
What? No, hang on. Hold on. I have no idea. I don't know. We're all playing this for the first time. I have no idea what. Okay, and.
In resolving the problems, the American workers continue to rely upon their initiative and skills as individuals and upon collective strength and activities of their unions. It is primarily through such efforts that unions have grown and gained acceptance by...
Matt, you know that deposit you put down on a seaside home? We're going to return the tape for you, but I would say this has been mislabeled.
Well, I'm hoping George Harrison didn't have to sit and hear all this, twiddling his thumbs.
And the public as an integral and important part of the economic and social structure of the United States.
Let's play it all.
Our guest today has been active in the labor movement since 1917. He is George Harrison, president of the Brotherhood of Railway and Steamship Clerks.
Oh, no! Matt! Matt! Oh, Matt! Oh, it's got here. I've got the box.
That is brilliant.
Press conference with George Harrison. Now, Matt, does that make any sense to you that he's got this?
Was your godfather a union man?
Not at all, no.
I'm running it.
No, wait, there is some goodness to this.
Hang on, I'm going to
Oh,
run.
hang on.
Maybe we missed something. I don't think we did. That's it.